Assalamu alaikum, and welcome to another insightful episode where we explore the beautiful teachings of Islam regarding family life. In today's video, we'll dive deep into the essence of an ideal Muslim wife according to the Quran and Sunnah. How does Islam define the role of a wife? What are the moral and spiritual qualities that elevate a marriage and create a blissful home? Whether you're already married or still awaiting that special someone, this guidance is invaluable for every Muslimah. So settle in, keep an open mind and heart, and let's begin our enlightening journey together. A profound relationship. Dear sisters, in Islam, the relationship between a husband and wife carries immense weight and profound meaning. It's not just a social contract, but a spiritual bond that is directly tied to our faith and purpose. Quranic verse. And of his signs is that he created for you from yourselves mates that you may find tranquility in them, and he placed between you affection and mercy. Allah has designated wives as sources of deep spiritual peace, affection and mercy for their husbands. Likewise, husbands have an equal responsibility to support and cherish their wives, forming the bedrock of a healthy family unit. So what are the essential qualities that nurture such a blessed union? Join me as we explore 7 key attributes of an ideal, pious Muslimah wife straight from our faith and taqwa. The first and most critical quality is having a strong, unwavering faith in Allah and leading a life of taqwa or consciousness of Him. Hadith. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "The whole world is a provision, and the best object of benefit in the world is a pious wife." A God-fearing wife keeps her husband grounded in their deen and constantly reminds them of what truly matters in life. She is his strongest support system in fulfilling religious obligations. What does a wife of taqwa look like practically? She establishes prayer in her household, observes her hijab diligently, avoids sins, and fills the home with the remembrance of Allah. Her piety and devotion earns her immense honor in the sight of Allah and elevates her status as the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "The world, the whole of it, is a commodity, and the best commodity is a pious woman." Muslim, loyalty and chastity. Hand in hand with taqwa comes the qualities of loyalty and chastity, the hallmarks of a faithful, devoted wife and mother. Allah emphasizes in the Quran 4:34, "Righteous women are devoutly obedient, guarding in their husband's absence what Allah would have guarded." An ideal wife guards her chastity jealously even in her husband's absence. She is completely loyal to her spouse, fulfilling her role as a wife to the utmost while also respecting her in-laws and protecting her family's reputation. We see shining examples of such noble loyalty in the wives of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, like Khadijah, may Allah be pleased with her, who stood by him through immense hardship. Conversely, disloyalty by a wife through extramarital affairs or emotional unfaithfulness only breeds toxicity, mistrust, and deep pain in a marriage. Patience and perseverance. No relationship is perfect. Times of difficulty and conflict are inevitable. It's during these moments that the qualities of patience and perseverance shine. Verse. The servants of the Most Merciful are those who walk on the earth in humility, and when the ignorant address them harshly, they say words of peace. Even when tensions run high or her husband's behavior may be harsh, an ideal wife responds with wisdom, gentleness, and humility rather than adding fuel to the fire. She doesn't give up easily, she perseveres, constantly making efforts to preserve the marriage for the pleasure of Allah. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "Shall I not tell you of something better than fasting, praying and giving charity? It is keeping peace and good relations between people." Al-Bukhari. Patience and a cool-headed approach can often prevent so many marital disputes from escalating. A cheerful, positive nature. Just like patience is vital during difficulties, having a cheerful and positive demeanor is key in fostering a loving environment at home. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "The best women among the women of paradise will be a cheerful woman with a smiling face and one who is obedient when her husband calls her, Ibn Majah. An ideal Muslim wife doesn't dwell on negativity or harbor constant complaints. She is supportive, encouraging, and tries to uplift her husband's spirits through kind words and a warm, welcoming presence. Rather than bickering over frivolous matters, she is willing to let go of minor disagreements for the sake of filling her home with tranquility, joy, and optimism. This positive energy doesn't just delight her spouse, but radiates to the entire family, creating a haven of peace and happiness for all. An organized, capable homemaker. In addition to nurturing the home environment, an exceptional Muslimah is skilled and organized in managing household affairs effectively. The Quran commands, righteous wives are truly devout, guarding in the husband's absence what Allah would have them guard. This includes prudently taking care of the home, finances, and raising children with wisdom in their husband's absence. The Prophet's wife Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, described herself as being an expert in household management. A capable wife masters skills like budgeting, cooking nutritious meals, keeping an orderly home, all while striking balance between various duties with proper planning and time management. However, she doesn't overburden herself or become consumed by mundane chores alone. She actively seeks and appreciates her husband's assistance in maintaining their home, a responsibility they share as partners. Wise counsel and good character. Finally, the most comprehensive quality of an ideal wife is having excellent character, embodying wisdom, patience, dignity, and being a true friend to her husband. Look at the shining example of Khadijah. May Allah be pleased with her. She became the closest friend, supporter, and wise counselor to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, through every trial. An ideal wife doesn't just remain by her husband's side superficially. She takes a keen interest in his hopes, dreams, and concerns. She provides a balanced perspective, sincere advice, and words of solace from an Islamic viewpoint, especially during difficult times. She carries herself with modesty and intellect, constantly aiming to better her character by applying the teachings of the Quran and Sunnah into daily life. A calm wife who speaks politely, one who overlooks her husband's faults, who strives for harmony and avoids conflicts over trivial matters. These are all characteristics of a spiritually elevated wife that our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, embodied and advised. Closing remarks. Dear sisters, I hope this video has served as a helpful guide on the beautiful model of womanhood prescribed by our Creator himself. An ideal Muslim wife is not just a housekeeper, but a life partner, best friend, and catalyst for her family's spiritual elevation. At the same time, living up to these qualities requires immense effort and willpower. It's a constant journey of patience, wisdom, and most importantly, seeking the aid and guidance of Allah alone. So let's all commit to nurturing these noble traits, whether as wives, daughters, or those eagerly awaiting marriage. Upholding the sanctity and excellence of family life is among the most supremely rewarded deeds in the sight of Allah. May Allah bless all the Muslim wives and mothers tirelessly serving their families. Until next time, keep striving for His pleasure and the highest heights of Jannah.